Gavin, I've been walking up and down the studio thinking about it, and trying to work things out in my mind, and the more I've thought about it, the more I've realized that if I don't do this, I'm just going to regret it for the rest of my life.
Jody, honey, listen to me for a minute, will you?
We've been over this 1,000 times. I just want you to understand that... Hold on a minute, will you? There's someone at the door.
Hi.
Hi! You're, Troy, aren't you? Didi's brother.
That's right.
Why did you do that?
Well, I just thought it was off the hook, that's all.
Jody? Hello? Hello?
What happened?
She hung up on me.
You sure? It doesn't sound like something she did.
I heard her say something about Troy.
Troy? You mean Didi's brother? No, it doesn't make sense. She doesn't even know him. You probably heard wrong.
Maybe I did. But I've been hearing wrong things out of Jody for the past 2 months.
Look, tell me something, Jody. You ever hurt somebody? I mean, you know anyone who'd want to hurt you back for it?
That's a strange question. I don't understand what you mean.
Look, I just want to know if you have any enemies, that's all.
Well, not that I know of. Why are you asking me this?
Because my sister says you are a real good kid. You know, you're kind of, special.
Well, that's very nice, but I don't understand what Didi's opinion of me has to do with what you want to know.
She's usually right about things like this. And she was right when she pegged me as a bad dude a long time ago. The only thing is, you know, I am not that bad. In fact, what I am right now is unemployed. And good night.
Freeze, mugger. Monticello Police.
Look, man, I didn't do anything. Look, you've asked the lady.
No!
Oh, my God, not again. Yes, officer. I'd like to report a shooting.
How you doing, Sid?
Oh, hi, Calvin. You all alone tonight?
Actually, it seems to be becoming a permanent condition. Might as well have dinner as long as I'm here, if it's okay.
Well, as one loner to another, I am very glad to have your company.
Oh, come on, Sid. One thing you always have plenty of, and that's company.
Not tonight. Hey, have you heard about that medieval pageant upstate?
Have I? I've been hearing almost about nothing else. But as a matter of fact, I promised somebody I would actually go to the thing.
No kidding. How do you expect to get in? It says right there in the article, it is strictly invitational.
Well, between me and you, I happen to have an invitation in my pocket. We call it a badge.
Oh, a badge. Oh, yes, a badge. Well, look who's here. It's only the second time they've been in tonight.
That's what I call loyal clientele. What'd you two do? Forget to order dessert?
Oh, we forgot something else. We're supposed to take some food back to Mitzi, but it slipped our mind.
Oh, that cold of hers must be pretty bad, huh?
Oh, well, you know, Mitzi, she dramatized that thing into the last act of Camille.
Well, I think I can put something together quickly. How about some hot vegetable and chicken soup, and I can broiler up a small steak?
You'd better make that a large steak, Sid. Mitzi believes in feeding a cold.
I'll be right back.
Well, by the way, did Mitzi mention that guy stopped by the house today?
What guy?
This guy Whitney's chauffeur, Gunther.
What was Gunther Wagner doing at our apartment?
Oh, well, I don't know. I guess he was making a delivery or something. He was there when I called. I know that. I called to talk to you.
Oh, she didn't say anything to me. What the heck is going on here, huh?
Hey. I'm not excited. I mean, I don't think she was exactly expecting him, if you know what I mean. As a matter of fact, she gave me the phone so I could announce that the law was at the other end. I think it was a play to get him out of there.
Boy, they're nervous. Some people.
Cliff, you don't know what he was doing there.
Well, I'm not going to upset at Gunther. I'm going to upset at Mitzi. She didn't say anything to me about it.
You know, I know just what you mean, Cliff. I mean, some people have a tendency to forget how to communicate after a while, especially when they've said things they don't really mean.
Some people don't know what they mean.
Well, you know, some people shouldn't expect some people to be perfect unless they're perfect themselves, if you know what I mean.
That's a funny thing about words. They have a way of getting out of control. You think you're saying one thing, but the person who's listening hears something else.
What the hell are the two of you talking about, huh?
Well, you know, if people would just learn to look at each other, like right in the eye, they might see what's going on inside. Don't you see what I mean?
Yeah, I see it.
Hey, would somebody grab that?
Yeah, sure, Sid. Hello, Sid's Tavern, where the elite meet to eat. Cliff Nelson, devoted patron. Yeah, sure. It's for you.
Me?
Yeah.
Hello?
Didi, it's Troy.
Troy? Where are you?
I got me a little trouble here.
Trouble? Troy, what are you talking about? Where are you?
Look, I'll be in touch with you later. Just don't say too much to the cops when they come around, and whatever they say to you, look, you remember I did nothing wrong.
Troy, wait a second. What is it?
So look, I gotta go.
Something happened. Something bad.
What's this, 2 visits in one night?
Well, something's come up in between. Where's your lady friend?
Well, she went out to get some food for dinner. Actually, she burned the last meal, and now she's working on the second one.
I suppose her heart's in the right place.
You know, she's got just about everything in the right place. What can I get you? Something to drink?
Yeah, give me a beer, will you?
Sure.
Your voice sounds a lot stronger than it did last time.
Yeah, the more I use it, the stronger it gets.
Maybe you'll be back to headquarters sooner than I thought.
You know, that's just what I'd like. Now, why don't you tell me what's so important that happened between the last visit and this one?
Well, I'm probably a fool to bring this up.
What are you talking about?
About your father. I thought you'd be interested.
What about my father?
There's a man in town named George Foley.
Foley? I never heard of him.
The name's probably just as phony as his credentials. He claims to be an intelligence agent. He's working on a mission for the government.
You mean he's investigating my father?
Well, not exactly. He seems to be more interested in the man who worked for your father, Jefferson Brown.
Well, that makes sense. I've been wondering when those guys in Washington would realize that Jefferson Brown did not die in that plane wreck in the Swiss Alps, and that he's been living in Monticello at the Whitney Mansion.
Or somebody obviously realized. But anyway, this guy seems to be a fake. Nancy Carr figured it out. She called Washington, D.C., and they said there's no such agent.
So I don't get it. I mean, why would even a phony intelligence officer be investigating the man who died several years ago?
Well, the first thing that came to my mind was the case that your father was involved in. You always claimed that the real culprit was Jefferson Brown.
Yeah, well, I still believe that, but since all the principals in the case are dead, there's really nothing I can do about it.
The documents, they're still missing.
I told you those documents don't have any value. I mean, those documents had to do with strategic things, and, well, when the government realized that the documents were missing, the strategy was changed.
Listen, you want me to get that? Your voice sounds pretty worn out. Hello? Yes, it's for me anyway. What? You're kidding. How bad is he? For crying out loud. Yes, I'll have to come right over, I suppose. Thank you.
A murder?
Yeah. Shot close range right to the chest. Ted Loomis is dead.
Nephew, Geraldine, that Nancy became suspicious. She couldn't understand why this man Foley never contacted Schuyler.
Well, certainly Schuyler, it seems to me, would be the first one to question when it came to Jefferson Brown.
Mm-hmm. Well, apparently he's going to contact Raven.
Well, I hope she doesn't tell him anything of value, considering he is yet another imposter.
And we still have no idea what his game is.
I don't know. Some sort of confidence game, I have no doubt. Do you know, the older I get, the more appalled I become about the varieties of human chicanery.
You should be in my business.
Oh, or mine, for that matter. The more crimes I report, the more amazed I am at the motives for committing them.
It's the trivialities that shock you the most. As the writer Hannah Arendt once called it, the banality of evil.
Yeah. Most murders, it seems, are in the family, or among friends, a sudden quarrel that comes from nowhere.
But don't you think that usually there's a deeper hidden motive, years of frustration, buried anger, resentment?
Oh, yes, there's something to that.
I wonder if there's something deeper to this man Foley.
What in the world can he be after?
Well, we have no idea at the moment.
Yes, sir. Mike reported it to Washington. It's a federal offense to impersonate a government agent.
In fact, someone from Washington is coming to see me first thing tomorrow morning.
Oh, dear. Does that mean there's going to be more investigation then?
Yes, Geraldine. I'm afraid it can't be helped.
Yes, and they'll probably want to talk to Raven.
Well, that may present a problem. Raven isn't in town.
She isn't.
Would you believe that young lady has gone off on yet another holiday without so much as 5 minutes' notice?
Your room is almost ready, Miss Alexander.
My cell, you mean?
Not at all. It's a quite comfortable bedroom.
Oh, good. Believe it or not, I was in a jail cell just a few months ago.
Really?
Yeah. But the whole thing turned out to be a phony. Wait just a minute. Are you sure that this
I
thing...
assure you it's all quite genuine. Please, don't be deceived by these comfortable surroundings. It's all part of the peculiar world of counter-espionage.
Peculiar is right. I will never understand how anyone could possibly think I was a spy.
Please, don't get that wrong impression either, Miss Alexander. The charge is complicity, that you aided and abetted your husband in certain treasonable acts. And until we're quite satisfied that that isn't true, you're going to remain here as our guest. Now, if you'll just come this way.
Than that, Didi's brother wasn't in here more than 2 or 3 minutes.
But what was he doing here in the studio in the first
I
place?
haven't the faintest idea. He said something about his sister.
What about his sister?
Look, I don't even know if I heard him correctly. I wasn't thinking very clearly.
Jody, please try to think clearly now. Another man has been shot and killed. Look, I'm sorry. I know you had nothing to do with this, and you're probably very tired right now.
I'm hungry. I have not eaten anything all day.
Well, I promise you I won't keep you here much longer, but I've got to...
So this is true? That was Loomis? I just saw them loading into the wagon?
It can't be true about my brother. Troy could not have done such a thing.
I'm sorry, but it looks like it is true, Miss Bannister. Jody here was a witness.
Oh, no, wait a second. I did not actually see him shoot that man. All I heard were 2 gunshots, the first louder than the second.
Well, they must have hit something, Chief.
They did. One of them's in that door jamb right there.
And what about the other?
The other one's in Ted Loomis's chest.
Jody, now, did you actually see Troy in the hallway?
Yeah, I did.
Oh, God.
What
could he have been doing up here anyway?
Well, it's just what I was asking Jody when you walked in. You said he just came in and started to chat for a few moments?
About what, Jody? Didi, he said something about you thinking I was a good person. What? Well, I know that sounds very strange and it doesn't make any sense, but that's really all he told me. He said that you were a good judge of people and that you proved that to him by
Jody, by what?
by realizing that he was bad. Oh, Didi, I'm sure he really didn't mean that.
Didi, don't worry. We will find out what all this means.
I don't know what he was doing in here, but when he came out in the hall, he shot Ted Loomis with his own gun, point blank in the chest, killed him instantly.
No, he couldn't have done that. He wouldn't have. He couldn't have. He couldn't have. He couldn't.
Hi, Sid. Jody here yet?
Nope, I haven't seen her yet.
That's funny. I thought I was the one who was late. Well, what about Calvin? He's supposed to be here, too.
Well, Calvin was here, but he got a phone call. Something about police business, I think.
How do you like that? They both ran out on me.
Well, you also missed Didi and Cliff. They were here earlier, second time tonight. As a matter of fact, Didi went with Calvin to wherever it was he was going.
And Cliff?
Cliff went to bring some dinner to Mitzi. So, that leaves you and me, kid.
Oh, good. I've been waiting for this opportunity. Oh, Sid, you're not reading about this tricentennial, are you?
Oh, you don't sound too thrilled about it. What's the matter? Didn't you ever read about Robin Hood when you were a kid?
The only thing I have against it is that Jody is going and I'm not.
Hey, here's Jody.
Gavin!
What happened?
You are never, ever gonna believe this. A police officer was just shot and killed at Jim's studio.
Oh, that must have been what that phone call
It
was
happened
about.
outside in the hall. Didi's brother is the one who did it.
Troy?
Oh, no matter. No wonder Didi was so shook up when she ran out.
You look pretty shook up yourself. Come on, sit down and have something to eat. You're probably very hungry.
No, I thought I was hungry, but I'm not. You know what I'd like? Coffee.
Sure, honey.
You ought to try to eat something.
No, I'm too exhausted.
Oh, that settles it then. You are definitely not going to travel tomorrow. You are definitely not going to the tricentennial. And for you to go. Look what you've been through already.
That doesn't make a difference.
Of course it makes a difference. How much can one person go through? You've been kidnapped, you've witnessed a murder,
Wait a second. I did not witness anything. That had nothing to do with me. I don't even know Troy or that police officer for that matter.
Look, Jody, things like this have a habit of affecting you after the fact. You could have some sort of delayed reaction.
Like what? A nervous breakdown?
Yes, things like that do happen, Jody.
Gavin, come on.
Here you go, honey. Soup's on. Watch that plate now, it's hot.
Thanks, Sid.
You're welcome.
Jody, I'm not giving you an order if that's what you think. I just want you to think about what you're doing.
I can't think about it anymore. My head hurts from thinking about it.
Doesn't what happened tonight make you realize that things can happen anywhere? And what's going to happen to you when you arrive at the castle among hundreds of loyal citizens to Eden and announce to them that you are going to overthrow their government?
Gavin, no. I'm not going to do anything like that.
Just your being there could have the same effect because of that ridiculous prophecy.
Okay, there you go. You think it's a ridiculous prophecy. No need to worry. It won't come true.
They might think it will come true, and that's what worries me.
Gavin, please. Enough of this. I already promised that I would go, and I have to.
Why? Because of Pietro?
Enough, okay? I'm sorry that this is the way it has to be. But I am leaving for Raleigh Castle first thing tomorrow morning.
Just one look at your face. I know something went wrong, right?
I was right again.
You were right about what?
The kid Bannister blew the job you gave him.
What am I, cursed? What is it? Why doesn't anything go right around this joint? Hey, I'm a nice guy. I give a lot of money to charity. I sponsor a softball team. I pet a dog once in a while. Why can't I get a break? What happened? Didn't Loomis cover the kid? Don't tell me the kid is in jail.
Worse than that. The kid's on the loose and Loomis is on a slab.
What'd you say?
Ted Loomis is dead. The kid shot him.
I don't believe this. What about the girl? He got the girl at least. Did he take care of the
Not
girl?
a finger on the girl. Jody Travis is nice and healthy. She's going to the pageant tomorrow morning.
What a lousy break. Why do I hire these bums all the time? They can't get anything right. What do I have to do? Everything myself? That's the only way I can get things done right.
Eddie, you cannot get involved in this stuff, but I can.
You, what are you going to do now?
I talked to Ronaldo. I'm going to the pageant. Be rest assured. Jody Travis is not going to make any speeches.